Howdy, my name is Dylan Hebert and I'm a freshman engineering major here at Texas A&M. Today I'm going to be demonstrating molecular geometries with marshmallows and toothpicks. First up, we have a linear molecule. The bond angle on this molecule is 180 degrees since it is a straight line. We have a trigonal planar molecule. The bond angle between atoms is expected to be 120 degrees. And when we remove an atom, now we have one pair of unbonded electrons, and our molecular geometry now becomes bent, and we're still expected to have approximately a 120 degree angle. Next up, we have our first 3D molecule, a tetrahedral molecule. Here we go. The expected bond angle between atoms on this molecule is 109 degrees. When we take off our first atom and have our first pair of unbonded electrons, this now becomes a trigonal pyramidal molecule. As we can see, it looks like a pyramid with a triangle base. And when we take one more molecule off and have two pairs of unbonded electrons, the molecule becomes planar once again and is bent. And it is expected to have a 109 degree angle still. Next up, we have our trigonal bipyramidal. As we can see here, in the equatorial axis, we have a triangle and then a straight line going axial. The expected bond angle on the equatorial axis is 120 degrees between atoms, and then 180 degrees on the axial. And now when we remove our first atom here from this one, this now becomes a seesaw molecular geometry. You can see here, it seesaws a little bit. We take off another one, and now we have a T-shaped molecular geometry. And also, this molecule is planar, and we can see how it makes a T-shape as well. And when we take the last molecule off the equatorial axis, this molecular geometry now just becomes linear and planar. We have octahedral. The expected bond angle between atoms on the equatorial axis is 90 degrees and 180 degrees on the axial axis. When we take off our first molecule and have our first pair of unbonded electrons, this becomes square pyramidal, so it looks like a pyramid with a square base. And then when we take off our second one, giving us our second pair of unbonded electrons, the molecular geometry becomes square planar, and this becomes a square in a single plane. Thank you for watching my demonstration of molecular geometries, and gig 'em.